Hi everybody! It feels like I haven't done a video in ages, but it was Christmas, so that's my excuse for not doing videos. So today I wanted to talk about the details. This is an area where I'm actually rather lacking in talent. My writing tends to suffer in the detail department. But it's something that I've always been trying to work on and learn and grow, so I thought I'd talk about it. Details are very important. It helps the reader understand where they are, what the character's feeling, what they're seeing, what they're feeling. I already said feeling, but I meant a different feeling. The first time I said feeling, I meant emotionally. The second time I said it, I meant like touching things, you know. The word feeling just seems to work for both of those, and it just came out, and then I thought about it, and now I'm ranting. There you go. Details help readers understand the setting, and it fuels their imagination. Give them a few details, and then they can picture it and fill in the rest, and it's awesome. I don't really do details well, but I've been trying. What I personally do to help myself focus on sensory details and give the reader some things to picture in their mind. Every scene, when I'm writing, I try to think of a few questions and then answer them in that scene. That's what I do because I don't notice details. It's very unauthor-like of me, but I do not notice details. I don't notice details in my own life. I mean, I couldn't tell you anything about what people are wearing or look like, or I'm just not good with appearances. I think part of that is because I focus way more on people, like their personalities and their interests and the person themselves. That's what interests me. And so I carry that over into my writing as well, when I just focus on character development and that sort of thing. And then you go and read the books and you're like, they're just like floating in space because they're not in a setting. They're just sitting there talking, and it's really confusing. But anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to work on doing details, but I don't notice them naturally, so that's why I have to help myself out. So as I'm working through a scene, I will have questions running through my head to help me remember to use sensory details while I'm writing. At any rate, what can my character see? What can they hear? What does it smell like? Very simple questions, but they help me a lot because I fail at details. I always knew I was lacking in details because I know me, and I know personally I don't pay attention to appearances at all. My surroundings don't really enter my brain. So I knew my writing was struggling in that area. I didn't really do much about it. And then I had a reader say, can't really get into your story because I'm not connecting with the characters, I don't know where they are, anything like that. You need to use more sensory details. And I was like, okay, I'll work on it. So that's when I decided to set myself those questions, and I try very hard. I don't know if I'm succeeding, but I do try to add more details. I very recently read the Harry Potter series, and I absolutely loved it, and one of the things I loved the most was how detailed Rowling is. I was amazed by her details. It was just simply amazing. So I don't necessarily want to copy her writing, but I did try to soak in some of that detail-orientedness so I could have details in my stories and they're not just people sitting in space talking about stuff and not describing like where they are or what they can see or if there's a really nasty stench. Anyway, details are not my friend, but I'm working on it, and I thought I would share. I don't really do much other than ask myself the questions, but I think it actually is helping. I think. What was their conclusion to this video? Details are good. Details are good. Use details. If you could glean any sort of help out of this distracted nonsense of a video, I applaud you. Link in the description will have my books, as always. Bye. So, questions. I have questions that I go through when I'm... Can you tell this is unscripted? What was I talking about? Details. What was I saying? Something about details. Oh yeah. I like clapping, apparently. Anyway. And we're distracted again. Anyway, I struggle a lot with details in my writing. Apparently I also struggle with talking to a camera today, but that's another subject entirely. I'm trying to do a conclusion here. Focus, brain. What was the conclusion to this video? So I guess that's the end.